What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and today we're going to be doing something crazy. We're going to be getting a warehouse job. Now this warehouse job is going to be located all the way right here where you guys see the little plants right here, and we have to finish by the afternoon, so we don't have too much time. If you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So we're going to get in our work truck right here. I ended up taking the turbos off because it was quite loud in the last videos and kind of annoying, so I just took the turbos off. So this thing is completely naturally aspirated. It has no superchargers or turbos, so this thing is also kind of slowed down now that we are not having any turbos. But let's make our way over. Wait, is this the road? Oh, I missed it. Dude, I cannot see right now. The sun is beaming in my face, so let me back up and let's make our way to the warehouse job. Now this warehouse job is not going to be like the usual warehouse job. We're gonna go and pick up a trailer at my buddy's house and then go back to this warehouse job, because we're gonna grab all of the pallets and put them onto this trailer, and then of course we're gonna bring him back to my friend's house. So we have quite a long day, and that is why I was mentioning that we needed to finish before the afternoon, because once it's nighttime it is super hard to see at night. But anyways, this thing is pretty slow unless it's going downhill. This thing is not good at going uphill. But let me turn on my blinkers. We're gonna make a left turn right here, and then my buddy's house should be right down in the corner. I think we've been there a couple times. So yeah, this is going to be the second channel. We're gonna be doing more APM videos and cellar mudding. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys also subscribe. But anyways, we are almost to my friend's house. Let me just turn right here, and his house should be down the road. And I also ended up putting this thingy. I don't know what this thing is, but you can pretty much connect the bigger trailers to your pickup when you add one of these. So we are completely ready. You're gonna see this thing in action right now. I don't know where he left his trailer. Let me see. Oh, it's right there. He left his trailer right here. I think I gotta turn around so we can get this thing connected. So let me turn around. I might have to go on the grass as well, but oh my goodness, is that his truck? Look at this thing. I guess this is a big SUV. Dude, this is super nice. It's a 2026. Yo, this thing is super clean. Kind of want one. It's pretty nice. I don't know if he's home, but anyways, let's grab his trailer that is parked right here, and come on, gotta get this thing connected, and come on, connect. Maybe I gotta go more towards the left. Hold on, let me readjust myself. Maybe this works, and we are now connected. That actually ended up working. And this is the barn where I think we're gonna be dropping off all of the pallets. So let's make our way over to the warehouse job so we can get this thing done. It looks like it is about 9 a.m. so the time is going pretty fast. So let's step on this thing. Or actually, you know what, let me make a left turn and then step on it. All right, and this thing is a huge trailer. It is not short by any means, so now we can step on it. Yeah, this thing is not fast at all, but it's a beautiful day. I don't see anyone. I'm not sure why everyone is not outside for some reason. But let's make a left turn on this street, or I guess in this intersection. We're gonna have to make a super wide turn. I'm gonna try not to hit the stop sign. All right, there we go. Kind of a very messy turn right there, and this thing is struggling to go uphill. Oh my goodness, it could barely go over 30 miles per hour. But this is the fun part, because we go downhill, we can go 60. Oh, 69, funny number. And then let's make a turn right here. Bang, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, where is the warehouse? Is that the warehouse? No, that's not the warehouse. That's like the salt area. There's a warehouse down here, but I don't think oh, it's right here. It's this one. All right, let me turn right into the plaza, or into the store, and let me see. I think I'm gonna have to back. Oh no, don't. I forgot to put this thing into park. I think I'm gonna back into the barn or the garage. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of pallets to move today, and it looks like the forklift is right there. We're gonna be using that today. But first, let me get this trailer back into the garage. Let's see how. I think I'm gonna have to go on the grass. Yeah, oops, my bad. Let me turn on my emergency lights, and oh no, you know what, I have a better idea. I'm just gonna go over here and back up from right here. All right, watch this, you guys. I'm gonna back this thing up like a complete pro. A little bit more. All right, so far I am doing pretty good. Let me just turn this thing. I'm gonna go a little bit off the road, and then I think we can finish backing this thing up. Awesome. Now let me just straighten myself out just like so. All right, and I don't want to go too in. I just want to make sure I am good, and I think that is going to be good. All right, let me turn that thing off, and I think now, oh ouch, I just hit my head on the trailer. Now it's time to get on the forklift and do this warehouse job. So let's start by getting in, turn this thing on. Let me also turn on the emergency lights, and let's begin by collecting this first pallet right here. We're gonna grab this pallet, and then let's see, where should we put this thing? I'm gonna put this thing right at the end. So let me just turn right here, and then let me raise the fork. Hold on, I almost hit the back of the trailer. All right, I think that should be good right there. Hold on, let me just readjust myself. I feel like I was way too crooked and I'm not used to this thing, but I think that is going to be good. Let me just lower this thing and unload it. Awesome. All right, we have our first pallet loaded on the back of the trailer. Look at this thing. Hopefully this thing does not fall off during transportation. I'm gonna cross my fingers, but for now we're gonna continue putting the pallets on the back of the trailer. Let's continue with our second pallet. So let me lower the forks and then I'm gonna raise them back up so we can get it right next to the first one. So I think this should be, actually I don't know how close I want them. All right, I think that should be good. Now let me lower this and then unload just like so, and there we go. We have our second pallet on the back of the trailer, kind of crooked. I'm gonna try to put it more in the middle with our third one. So let's continue, and you guys know the process. Lower the forks and let's grab a pallet just like so. All right, I think I'm gonna raise the forks a little bit more, and then I gotta make sure I put it more towards the middle. All right, I think that should be good. Let me drop this thing, and would you look at that, dude? That looks way better. All right, nice. Let's continue with our fourth one. Let me hop in and let me lower the forks so we can get the next pallets on here. All right, so there we go, and then let me raise them, and let's see, where should we put this one? Oh my goodness, I need to raise it a little bit more. All right, let me get closer and let me drop this thing. Bang, dude, I'm really hoping these do not fall during transportation, or yeah, this is probably gonna be my last time doing this job. So I'm gonna continue grabbing the pallets and put the next one. Where should I put this one? Oh, should I put this one in the back? Right here, dude. This thing is definitely gonna fall if I put it right there. All right, screw it. I'm gonna be a little bit risky today. So let me place this one right here, just like so. Not bad, not bad. Definitely looks a little bit odd. Alrighty, I think we have 3 more pallets to go, but I think only 2 more fit on the back of the trailer. So we're gonna try to squeeze in 2 more at least, which I think it can, but this thing is in a weird position, so I'm gonna move my trailer a little bit more back. So let me do this just like so, and then we can put our second to last one right next to this one right here. Let me just raise the forks. I'm gonna raise them all the way up. Come on, keep going. All right, nice. We're gonna put this one right here just like so, and I think we can squeeze in 1 more. Yeah, I think we can squeeze in 1 more. So I'm gonna begin by lowering the forks, and let's quickly grab this one because I don't know what time is it. Hopefully it is not the afternoon, because if it's the afternoon, I am kind of cooked, because that just means I'm running out of time. So I'm gonna grab this pallet and we're gonna place it right next to right here. Wait a minute. I think I can squeeze another one. Hold on, let me try to readjust this. Maybe I can squeeze another one. All right, I'm gonna do this, and it looks like we can actually put another one. Hold on, look at this. Look, we have space for another one. All right, I have an idea. I'm gonna grab this pallet right here. Let me just lower my forks, and then I'm gonna put it a little bit closer next to the one on the right, because I'm really sure that we can fit another one. All right, we're gonna drop it right there, and yeah, we should now have enough space for another pallet. All right, come on, this is going to be an insane clutch if we can actually do this. Let me back this thing up, make sure no one is behind me, and let's raise the forks for one last time, and then let's drop this thing. All right, I think we are now done. We got an entire trailer filled with pallets. Let me just lower my forks and turn off the lights just like so. Let me just get this thing parked right on the corner like how I found it, and we are done with this forklift right now. All right, so this is going to be the hardest part and scariest part, because we gotta take all of this entire pallet. Oh no, the door's closing. Oh no, the door's closing. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. No, open. Oh my goodness. No. Oh no. Oh my goodness, dude, that was so close. Wait, what happened to my other pallet? I think it fell to the back. All right, you know what? Let's just get out of here. This is not good. All right, I'm gonna place this thing right here, and I'm gonna quickly run back and close the door. I don't want the people to get mad at me for not closing this thing, so let's close that just like so, and let's get out of here. Like how I was saying, this is going to be the hardest part, because we gotta make sure that none of these pallets fall, or I'm probably gonna be losing money, right? They're probably gonna find me, because these pallets are not cheap. So let's carefully make our way towards the location. I am super nervous. Like, my hands are super sweaty right now. All right, so far everything is running smooth. Not bad. All right, nice. I'm gonna keep my emergency lights on just in case anything happens. Not that anything is gonna happen, but just in case someone sees me on the road, they can take precautions. So let's make a right turn right here. I'm going very slow, and let's make a right turn. Make sure we don't hit that stop sign. All right, so far everything is going smooth. We still have all of our pallets, and I might have to put this thing into manual mode just because we are losing losing a lot of power right now. We're losing a lot of power. All right, let's put this thing into third gear. And okay, so far so good. All right, any of the pallets moving? All right, not yet. We don't want them to move. Oh, actually, you know what? Our pallets are going to the right side. Look at that. Our pallets are moving to the right side. All right, let's start slowing down very carefully because our pallets are not doing too good. They're all the way to the left side of the trailer. So let's carefully turn right here. And then, all right, nice. All right, what time is it? I don't even know what time is it. It is currently 4 p.m. Oh, no. We got like 2 hours left of the sun. Okay, so it looks like we have another giant hill right here. This is not good. Oh no, my hands are sweating once again. But slow and steady wins the race, right? I hope. All right, let's start slowing down because we're gonna make a right turn right here. Careful. Don't hit that stop sign. All right, let's check on the pallets, and the pallets are still on. All right, nice. We're gaining some speed right now. Let me slow down because we gotta enter this driver right here. Let me enter this driveway super slowly. I'm gonna hope that I don't hit the mailbox. If I do, then I'll just pay him. But it looks like we are now at my buddy's house. We can finally unload all of these pallets. So I'm gonna get my thing parked right here. Gonna leave the truck right there. And I think he should have what is it called? A forklift in here, but I don't see it. I think I'm gonna look for dude, what the heck? What is he doing right here? That is a super weird location to have this thing. Alright, so let me turn this thing on. Gotta turn on the lights. And we're gonna be doing a quick time lapse of me unloading this entire trailer because this is gonna take a good minute, you guys. Alright, so let's play the time lapse in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty everyone, we are now on to our last pallet. As you guys can see, I am pretty much finished with unloading all the pallets of seeds, and I'm gonna get this thing parked because I am freaking done with this. Alright, I think I'm just gonna park it right here in the corner. I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna be a nice friend, and then let me just lower the forks. I don't want anyone to get hit in the head, and that should be good right there. Awesome. So this is going to be a complete job. We managed to deliver all of these pallets right here without losing a single one. So I'm gonna return my friend's trailer back there, and let's hop in back in the truck. All right, so this is going to be a little bit difficult, I am not gonna lie. Or you know what, I could just leave it like the opposite way. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. It's gonna be easier for me. Or if not, I'm gonna be here forever. So I'm gonna leave this thing right here. Let me just quickly disconnect the trailer and let's get out of here. Let me just turn on my emergency lights off. All right, so I think we can now start making our way home. I'm not sure how long of a drive this is going to be, but with the magic and the power of editing, I'm gonna catch you guys over there. Home sweet home. It looks like we are now back home. I'm gonna get my truck parked in my driveway. And by the way, if anyone's wondering, the TRX is currently in the shop. It kind of had some issues. I took it off-roading very heavy. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, it's about to be 6. We finished this job in time. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next video. Peace.